Alrighty, guys and gals, hello, welcome back. It's Cities Skylines, once again. This is a town I've called, what did it call it? I think Santa Cruz, because that's the name of the map. And the first episode, we built the little budding small town here. Very nice intro into the city. I really like how this turned out. And we've got some industrial over here. Now, these all should be wood related. Planks for life. They are. Yeah. And we're actually making money. We just started making a little bit of money here. Fantastic. How we doing? 22 of 46. Doing okay. Just going to let that... Well, they want a little bit more. Let's put in a little bit more industry. Not like that. Let's put it on this side as well. Just let that zone in there. Now, I've got a plan for this episode. Some more beautifying and stuff. I do need to extend the neighborhood here. So let's do that first, because I need to get some money flowing here. Flowing and showing. I'm not sure why I just didn't connect that. We can zone in there now. Let's bring this down to roughly Funky Town. This, we have to change this up a little bit. What I'm going to do here... Let's see. How do I want to do this? I was going to round that off, but yeah. Do that. All right, let's put some... I'll just fill this in here. Just do 3 by 3 there. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me zone this whole area in. Actually, hold on. Let's put... I'm going to put another dog park here. I'm going to have another high school over here. When I put a high school down, I'm going to start putting like a baseball field or a track field or something like that. I think I can get away with that. Let me check out the size of, let's see, football. Oh, I've got so many options here. Okay, this actually works. So I'm going to tie this into the school. It makes sense. This is kind of a nice one. Let's see. Let's put this... I want to put it actually on that side. Tell you what. We'll put it here. I'm going to go... We'll put the larger... We'll actually use this high school. Oh, that's way too large. We'll put this here. Hold on, let me pause this. This song comes on quite a bit, and I cannot stand it. I'm going to use move it to center that. And I'll put the high school here. No, it doesn't make any sense to be on this side of the road, does it? Let's put it here. That should be enough to do that. And then we'll kind of tie this all together here. I'll put an elementary school right across the street. Let's move this, center that a little bit. And there'll be a little park right behind. Of course, that doesn't fit. Is that one any smaller? Look at that. Beautiful. I didn't realize that was actually a smaller footprint. I always assumed the other one was larger. If I unpause, the electricity should jump. All right. Now I'm going to zone in down here. Like that. Let's see, we've got commercial up there. Let's put a little more commercial in. along this top section here. Let's go from here, though. Want all that commercial. Do that, that, that. And then I want this to do that. Oh, let me pause real quick because I want to do this. I want to unzone that to make a path before that comes in. Wait till it comes in, though. And we're going to decorate this. We're going to make this look kind of, you know, like it's landscaped. We don't do all of the high schools like this, but some of them I will try to do that. And I'll tell you what, we're losing a little bit of money here. I got to get some more taxpayers in here, man. Yep, we're a little bit over here. Electricity is our biggest expense. I went way too big, way too soon. I probably should change this because this is costing us just too much money. We just went a little positive there. But I've got electricity tuned down halfway, and look at that. I mean, that is a crap ton over. This is a huge waste of money. I get no refund. Do I want to do it? I don't think I am. It's because I get absolutely no refund there. It's coming up again. We're starting to make a little bit of money here. All right, let's decorate this a little bit in here. So let's get our pathing tool out. Can I place like one of these if it's not? I can. Okay. So this is part of the Campus Life DLC that I just recently purchased. Oh my gosh, I love it. So we've got some different options here for paths. But when we build our first college, we're going to go crazy with a campus. Yes, we are. Going to go nuts. Yeah, we'll use some of these. And the reason I left some spaces here, well, they don't really need a cut through there because they can just use the street up there. Can I upgrade? Oh, that is cool that I can actually just upgrade those like that. These look a little bit nicer. However, let's adjust them. With move it here, makes a little more sense. I mean, I guess it makes a little more sense to do it that way. Oh, can I do that? I can. Yeah. It's just kind of occurring to me that move it works a little bit like anarchy. I know this looks weird right here, but what else am I going to do there? But you guys, let's adjust these as well because that looks just insane. Insane in the membrane. All right. Let's do some decorating. So this looks like I've put these trees. So I think I'm going to keep the theme if I can find that tree. I think it's... Is it in here? It's this. No, it's not. It looks kind of like that. What tree is that? Hold on. If I use Bob, I can find out. I have selected... It's Umbrella Thorn Tree. Interesting. I'll use Find It. There it is. That's why I love that mod. Okay, let's just kind of blend this park that we put in here with the, so that looks like all one thing right there, right? Like that's a nursery back there, it's included. We could think of it that way. If we choose to. Oh, we've got crime. Pause the game. I did put in, they're up here. Oh, I'm going to need another, we're almost full here with criminals. This is the same station. It's actually smaller. I always got these backwards because so the picture is smaller, but this is actually the bigger station there. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to put in a larger one so that we can detain more criminals. Sorry that you lost all your jobs. But honestly, just go reapply, because we're still the police. Are they leaving the city? Why wouldn't they go straight across? I'm not sure why he would go this route. Oh, you know what I need to do here? I'm going to change the speed limit. So AI will take the path, the quickest path. I mean, to me, that's not the quickest path. But you can also do this. So I'm going to select 90. I mean, I know this is a little bit crazy, but I'm going to set all of this to 90 miles an hour. All of it. Can I set it here? 90 miles an hour. And I'm holding shift down so it does the whole segment. Yeah, so now they can just zip. They can zip across there. And should probably change this as well. The highway's only 60 there? No, 90. Yeah, it's ludicrous speed. You know what that's from. Don't pretend like you don't. Now, it only does it to a junction. Okay, we can set this a little bit higher. We'll just put this to 50 and 50 on this side. That way the other one is still the fastest route. There we are. Residential. I guess we could start throwing in some higher density stuff, but before we do that, let's... Do we want to continue? I think I want to continue what we got going on here. That's not the tree that I wanted there. I wanted this one. We can put them right on the edge. It looks like they'll fit. I should always put them in the corners first. Then I can work over to them. I can get that there. Gonna fill those in because it's a little off there. All right, I think that looks kind of nice. Although we could move it over a little bit here. There we are. Beautiful. Yeah, I can start thinking about some higher density stuff, but I think we'll do that back here. Huge demand for residential here. So my vision for this road is to go across the water. My vision for this large road is to go across over to here. But let's see. How do I want to do this? I'll select this road. I'm going to do the freeform tool here. And I'm going to curve this around. Tell you what. That's gonna get elevated. Was gonna be the plan. Now I'll come straight. At a 180. Like that. So maybe I can mimic that. You know what I should have done is the parallel road tool. There's a reason I would want to use it. So I can mimic perfectly. Hold on. I'm going to replace this road. If I do it quick enough, I get a refund. So, nope, not that. So I'm going to select the parallel road tool, which is here. And let's see if I can remember how to do this. So, okay, plus 2-lane roads with grass. That's what I want. So you see what it's going to do here. So what I need to do is increase the value here. Wow, it's going to have to go up a ton. I'm just going to get it close so you see what's happening there. So I want to try to mimic. I want to try to hit that node. And it actually should be 90, right? Because not a little bit more. Getting there. That looks like it. Is it 96? That looks perfect to me. So do the use the that's interesting. Or we can come down further. I think we're going to come down further with this. And go back to straight road here. Not enough money? Holy shit. How expensive is this road? Doesn't make any sense. Damn. Oh, it didn't tie in. That's okay. Yeah, it actually doesn't surprise me. That's okay. That's pretty close. At least that other angle is good. So we want to click off the parallel road tool. And I should be able to use the curved road tool. Yeah, that's good enough. It's not perfect, but good enough. But these are exactly. Okay. So I think what we'll do here, so again, this is going to be a bridge. This is going to elevate and go across the water. I've got to get some money going here. But we're going to start putting some high density stuff in here between in this area right here. Commercial, let's keep filling that in. Go to there. Let's put some more commercial over here and on this side. And then we're going to start doing some high density residential in here. And it's going to look a little bit weird. That's okay. This will eat up a lot of this demand. We've got a park there. Gonna have to get not enough educated. Let's check our. Let's see if we're eligible for university. Just now. So as soon as you're eligible, you'll start seeing this kind of garbage. I mean, I don't. So you need, like, what is this? It's a pharmacy. Okay, well that kind of makes sense. They'd want an educated worker there, but that could be anything really flashing there. So we got to think about a campus, a college. What I'll do is I'll think about where I want to put it, and I'll map out the area, and at least we can set just the college down, and then we can start doing some higher education. That demand went super quick. I don't think I'm going to leave that side. Actually, I don't want to do there. Let's jump the electricity here. We'll leave this like a shopping ring here, I guess is how we'll word that. A little ring for shoppers, sure. And whenever I see it, if it zones like a 5x4, I might as well just get rid of it, because what will happen is you'll get the 4x4, and then sometimes you can get this really weird looking 1x place. And I don't like the look. I don't like it at all. So this will start cranking the skyline up over here, and these will get leveled up. Let's see what that gives us. What does a 4x2 give us? It's going to split it up. No. I'm going to unzone it. We'll keep carrying them around the outside here. Because I'm going to need some schools and stuff in the middle here. You don't get a ton of coverage with especially your elementary schools. Yeah, we get a fire. The boys are on it. The boys and girls. Look at that industrial demand. Just trying to get some money flowing here. We're making $2-3 grand a week. Not too bad. Just want to eat up this residential demand, because those are taxpayers. We need them. Got to have them. Some more shops down here. Generally, when you have a curve like this, you pretty much always end up with this like little 4x4 area. For the most part, which is perfect because you can just use this can option here. What is it called? It's called the fill. And you can just fill it in perfectly. Perfectly. All right, let's put in some more. I may as well do this. Well, hold on. I don't want to zone up to these roads here, but let's do this because we have a high demand. And so just let that fill in. And I'm trying not to go crazy. I usually put way too much crap in way too soon. So this has a ton of storage left, so I don't have to worry about storage. This, we don't have anywhere near enough workers, so I'm going to leave it. It's kind of balanced, I feel like, so I'm not going to go overboard, but we'll just keep putting these buildings in between there. And think about this university. Let me think. I got to be honest, I wouldn't actually mind the university right down this way, but it would just dead end into the university. We could go across the river and at another place. Yes, we could. Could even do something where we pull this road off, come out and elevate it, and then it goes up and over. trying to think where I want this. Well, I got to start building out over here anyway for our neighborhood. So let's keep rolling here. Let's see. We'll bring this right over. It looks like it's off because of the dotted lines, but that's square to this road here, and that's what I wanted. This road is not square, is it? I don't think it is. Let me see if that lines up. Yeah, that actually hits at a 90. It's not square to this, but that's because of what we did. That's fine. So this can be a whole nother area over here. Uh-oh. Oh, they're level 1. So this is what happens with the level 1 stuff. So let's get a park in here. The parks really, really help with the land value. Really help. Let's put this... I'm going to put that there. They love that. And then I'll use move it to... Well, move it. I can kind of... It's a little bit weird, but I kind of want it like that on the road. And then we can cover this up a little bit by... Where is that umbrella tree? I don't think I've ever seen it. There's a U. What's a Ute? Okay, so it's not in... It's got to be a content creator tree. There it is. Okay, it makes sense. So let's just blend this area in here. Like that. We can also fill in back here a little bit. There we are. And we're going to fill in more stuff, but we'll just do that for right now. Yeah, I got a nice little side place there. What we could actually do, if we get rid of one of these, let's put a little corner store here. I don't know, a little bookshop, coffee shop, something, who knows. So this, to me, is speaking to me university stuff. Yeah, we'll plan on doing our university here. And I'm actually going to... Can I afford it? No, not yet. We could take out a loan. That would let me at least put this in. Let's take out a loan. I'll grab the big one. I'll grab the big one. And this is my campus DLC. It gives me... So we could do like trade schools. Trade school study hall. So each one of these... Liberal arts. Interesting. Oh, I didn't see this. Modern Technology Institute. Okay, that's 90 grand. Creative Arts is 30 grand. Oh, these are just alternatives to high school. Okay, right. I forgot about this. So this is just it's an alternative look to the college. These are exactly the same. Which one do we like better? There's this. This one to me just looks more like, I don't know, university vibes. So let's put in some more stuff here. And while it's coming in, we will start decorating. So I'm going to do... We'll go to there. I'm going to fill all of this in because I don't think I'm going to be coming off those roads. I can just use the paint tool here. We'll do that. Except not that. And then back to some high density stuff. tell you what, let's just fill this in. Wait, no, I do need a high school. So we have one there. Let me put another little... For this area, we'll do high school. How do I want to do this? I think we'll do this. Since these are like really kind of weird looking tiles, we'll do the high school there. I mean, the elementary school. I'll do the high school across from it just so they can service those people. They can start getting themselves an education there. And then we'll go ahead and fill in. And this should eat up the demand that we have left here. And then we can do some decorating down here. It's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. We have any sick people? Let me check really quick. If we go to... where's health at? Heart. We have no sick citizens. We are going to need another crematorium, that's for sure. I am going to need a clinic here soon. I know I'm a little bit distracted here, but let's put in so he has some access here. Put a crematorium in there. What happened to this? Why did this turn? That's weird. Not sure what the hell happened there. Interesting. Okay. There we are. Okay. Let's start building here. So give me this. What I'm going to do... Come in. Gonna do that. Yeah, let's put in the classic university here. And I'll put it here. Oh, we got a policy. They're going to need some electricity. Now, I can't go absolutely crazy, but I'll put in some of the supporting buildings here. This is the tab I kind of want. What does this do? The administration building. Provide university level education. What does that mean? Doesn't the college do that? Dormitories we're going to want? Oh, I've got to paint the area. That's right. So with this DLC, you get this paint campus area. Now, one thing that I kind of like, if you put this on a node, it kind of follows the node, so you can draw it kind of neat. So this is going to be a small area for right now. We'll just do this. Campus area. And this is Santa Cruz, so this will be the University of Santa Cruz. I lived in Santa Cruz, California for a little while. Campus area. Oh, we need the administration building. Santa Cruz campus. Let's put the administration building in. So this acts just like the forestry main building. Makes sense to me. So now it's officially a campus. But I got to get some power over here. But I do want at least a dormitory in here. These you can put as many as you want. So I think we'll do this middle area here. Let's see. I think I can get 2 in here. I can't. That's okay. We'll do this right across from each other. I'll try to line these up. No, can't have that. There. Okay, are we piped in over here? Yeah. We need some electricity, though. So let's jump this. Oh, man, that's close enough. I hate running power poles in this game. I've got 12 grand. What does this building do? Provides land value for the campus, but he's not actually, I need to extend this a little bit here. Let's move this down. Don't think it matters if like anybody else is in the area here. Something like the other high school and stuff. Don't think it matters at all. Maybe it does. All right, let's put the... This view drives me insane. This is what I was hoping that add-on would get rid of, but it doesn't appear that it did. So I'm going to see if, by placing that, if the electricity almost... That's how we take care of that problem. All right, we got a high demand for commercial. So people can come down here. It's a work in progress, the campus. I just don't have a lot of money to go absolutely crazy. I don't think I'm 100% happy with where I put that. But it costs money to move it. Unless I use move it, then it's free. We're going to put the administration building over here. For right now, I'm just going to put it right here. Yeah, I mean, we can think of this as whatever kind of building we want, really. And we can put some paths in here and all that, but let's get a little money built back up first. The game is so unbalanced. It really doesn't make much sense. That the moment you have your first citizen who's able to go to a university, you'll get this. Like, we don't have enough educated workers. You think they would have given you a little bit of a grace period to actually get people, because you have like zero control of it. None whatsoever. You know what? This can be connected. God, I hate that, man. I hate it. It just wants to snap to that. What if, can I turn that off and hit it? No, it's like one or the other. Okay, well, I can fix that by extending this road a little bit here. I'm going to come up. And I'm just doing this so that we can... It still wants to do that. Here's how I... Wait a minute. Okay, I got an idea. We're going to move this. Let's put him up here. Put him on this side. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to connect these, run these through. And then I can just come out and elevate this now. So 1, 2, 3. I've got to come up 3. 1, 2, 3 is the only way to get above this stuff. All right. And in anticipation of ramping up there, we'll do that. And that still keeps these connected, although let's move these over because that's a little bit ridiculous looking. We can actually get it right beside the sidewalk now. I actually like that better. This needs to move over. Let's join those. And then I'll use my... We'll do this. Just line it up with the crosswalk there. And then we can move this over again. He says... All right. Every time you put a new road in, immediately somebody's going to... Well, he was probably coming to turn around. This is a little bit stupid. This is not a good slope. So I'm going to take the advantage. So what I'm going to do is select all 3 of the nodes here. Actually, all 4 of them. And then I'm going to use this to slope the objects. And it should be a perfect... Yeah, a perfect angle. Now, that... Okay, I can't leave it. I could, but let's make it at least so maybe a car looks like it can get under there. All right. That's good enough. Oh, it looks like we broke some stuff there. That's okay. Well, let's put some houses back here. We'll put some on this side. Let's pull this high school back a little bit. We can pull it back. Give the illusion of like a little parking lot there. And this needs some trees. Oh, we got something building there. Okay. Look at all of it. They're going nuts for the educated people. They're coming. I guess I could start doing some high density commercial. No, let's hold off for right now. Not sure why I did that. And we've got a kind of an unusual little spot there. Do a couple little corner stores here. This could face either way. Just do that. And we'll do, let's see what we get there. Got this area back here. I think we'll just leave this open. If I wanted, I could paint a beach in here. If I do, nope, it's this one. Nope, it's this one. And here, let's choose this. Take the brush size up, the brush strength down, and do like the blurry. What we can do, we can like paint a little beach. I don't know if it makes any sense right there, but why not? Makes a little sense. It is a beach there, right? Yeah, it's righty. You can also erase it if you don't like it. You can do whatever you want. Although I don't like it. I like the water to look like it's deep instead of, I don't want that there. Could erase it out here, push this back a little bit. Okay. Okay. Now we got this big area over here. What I might do is just this area over here, I might turn it into the water this is terrible looking right here. Like, what the fuck is that? Like the blue lagoon over here and shit. Just a little bit. No, we have to go like fucking crazy over here. I might make the water inlet over here. These things, I might move them and just come off this way. And that way this whole area can be like power, water treatment, you know, just a whole massive industrial area. But this is it. This is, you don't get a better option than this. I don't believe you do. Than the water pumping station. So that's why I like to kind of build something that looks like it's a facility. It's not like just these two pumps out here, which, you know, never really kind of made any sense. Anyway, let's extend this neighborhood because we can. So this is why I leave gaps here so I can run the roads through without breaking the existing stuff. And let's just pack them in there. Just like that. And we can fill in here. I'll fill in all the way across because I know I'm not going to go any further. And I might go further there, but let's build just to here. Because it's kind of weird terrain there. So now that we've got like everything filled in, I can use the tree tool and we can pick a tree. Brush strength, kind of moderate. And what we can do is fill in. So it looks like, you know, we got some trees in the backyard or front yard, depending on how you look at it, I guess. Right. Kind of fill them in all over. Down here a little bit. You can fill in here. Like that. Got some unusual space in here. I'm just going to do that for right now. We'll probably change that up. The tree wiggling, I wish was not a thing, because when you're triple speed, it looks insane, right? It just looks stupid. I wish the wiggle was a little less. $35,000. We're making, looks like about $5,000 a week there. Let's look at our land value. Info view to the $sign. So the greener it is, the higher the land value. And so two things affect this. Parks and stuff will increase it. And the education level of your citizens, I believe. So let's have a look. We got some unusual, some unusual zoning in here. What can we do? Where's the closest park? We have a park literally right there. Need to think about a bus station here soon. I need a clinic. I've got to put a clinic in here. These are the same. We'll put a clinic on the corner there. We could use one over here as well. Oh my gosh, can I fit that there? Almost. Let's try to get this kind of centered. I'll tell you what, we're going to put it here. And just right over that store there. Just make sure that's unzoned. It should be. All right. So now we've got a clinic for each little area. We doing okay on... All right. I'm going to need some more sewage treatment. It doesn't last very long there. Oh, I just turned it. Let me just turn the budget up there. I forgot I had cranked it down a little bit. That should take care of that. Elementary schools covered. I'm looking at capacity, and there's university. So people are getting covered. Or they're getting educated, rather. No highly educated people yet. Now, transportation, buses and stuff, I always just end up losing money, just fucking hand over fist, losing money. We could do tram. Trams are kind of cool. Actually, the trams look cooler to me than the buses because it's so hard to control the buses. There's just too many of them out there. And you first set up your bus, and then your city expands, and when you look back, it's, you know, you've got to change that bus route and all that. It's not that big of a deal, but I don't really think the city's big enough right now for buses, so let's actually not worry about it. If I could set it to like, hey, I only want 3 buses running, then I would, but I don't think it's an option. But once we get some money in the bank, we're going to beautify this. There's a whole bunch of other buildings we can put in, things like that. And we are actually coming up on an hour, and I've got to do something here. Now, I just realized if I'm going to make this a bridge, this stuff is going to have to be demolished. So you know what we might do? I might take this up, bring this out at an angle, and then go over. Maybe we can do that. I love this, man. This looks like something that Timbo made. Timbo is a Skylines modder, and he, I think, has hands down some of the most badass interchanges ever in the world. I mean, I'm guessing that's his, but I don't know. It could be the dude who designed this map. I have no idea. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. We do have some demands, but let's balance out a little bit. Let things get caught up. If you overbuild, it just makes it even worse. So anyway, let's call this one an episode. Thank you for hanging out with me. You guys and gals take care. I'll see you in the next episode of Cities Skylines. Peace.